people. Happy New Year! I am so excited to be back. I am really excited for this new year. I am back with a bang. Welcome to Mima Raha. I'm so excited that we are back, and this time round we are back like we never left. So be attentive, because you're going to be having more and more of such videos where I get to just have a sit back with you guys and just discuss on many other matters relating to our day-to-day lives, things that we face on a day-to-day, things that we go through as humans. Yeah, there are so many challenges out there, but I'm happy to be back. And the reason as to why I chose to do this video is on the fact that I have really stayed away for a long time. It has really been a long while since I made a video, and that's the reason as to why I'm here today, because I'm coming back with something that I have really been suffering from, if that's a word. Though it's not a disease, but it's something that I have been suffering from, something that has really been affecting me. So I decided to come talk to you guys and share, because I know that some of you out there are actually facing such things, and it's really important that we get to talk about it. We get to educate one another on such things. So yeah, today we are back, and on the first video that I'm going to be talking about is imposter syndrome. We are going to be discussing about imposter syndrome, and we're going to introduce it, get to know what it is, and get into details of knowing how to actually identify it if you have it, if you're suffering from it, how you feel when you have it. How does it feel when you have imposter syndrome? And we're also going to be discussing about triggers of imposter syndrome. Yeah, triggers of imposter syndrome. What triggers imposter syndrome? Yeah, what are the things that make you feel that you're suffering from imposter syndrome, or bring about imposter syndrome in you? And lastly, we're going to be discussing about how to fix imposter syndrome, or how to control this imposter syndrome that some of us are out here suffering from. So yeah, but onto this video, we are just going to be introducing what imposter syndrome is to you, so that you get to know it. And we are also going to tell you guys how to identify it, or how it feels like to how it feels when you're suffering from imposter syndrome. And then we are going to be continuing with this video on imposter syndrome on the next series, the next one and the last one, which we are going to be discussing about the triggers of imposter syndrome and how to fix or control imposter syndrome. So guys, stay tuned as we go step by step onto imposter syndrome. Welcome, and sit back and get some important information from me. Sawa? Yes, relax and learn about imposter syndrome. So I actually had to research about imposter syndrome, because it's something that has really been affecting me, something that has really made me slacken. Kitu yenye nakufanya like you want to move, but unajipata you are still at the same place. And I have not been happy about that. That's why I decided to come out here and discuss about it and talk about it, because it's something that has really gotten hold of me. It has really affected me in the past. That's why nimeamua bana 2022 kaende kakienda, so tunaenda nako. So yeah, here I am discussing about imposter syndrome. So what do you think imposter syndrome is? According to Google, imposter syndrome is defined as the persistent inability that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. And in simpler terms, we can define imposter syndrome as doubt or not believing in yourself, not believing that you can do it on your own. Not believing that you can do it on your own, believing that you don't deserve it, believing that unaogopa, believing that like there's no way you can accomplish it on your own. It's as if you're not deserving of that. That's why tunapata watu wengine huko like wamejituma, like these big people in the society, or like other big YouTubers who are striving every day to do better. But we unaona, hey, me, there's no way I can be like as big as she is, or as big as he is, because unaona you're not deserving. So that's what imposter syndrome is. You see how imposter syndrome is so bad and how it affects people, because unaona, you know what, me, I'm not deserving, or imposter syndrome, unaona bana, mimi siwezi fanya hiyo, mwenzako amefanya, but you're not believing in yourself. Unasema mimi siwezi fanya, but yet mwenzako amefanya. So how special is the other person that ameweza kufanya na wewe hujaweza kufanya? Sawa. So that's what imposter syndrome is. People suffering from imposter syndrome may be at an increased risk of anxiety, thinking what people will say. Yes, people who suffer from imposter syndrome may be at an increased risk of anxiety. Yes, this is something that I myself struggle with, anxiety. Even before coming to make this video, I've been anxious, because I really want to give you guys good content. I really want to be impactful into your lives. When I come into your lives and discuss these things, I don't want to be just all about fun and entertainment. I also want to be inspirational, motivational, so that even as you listen to these videos, there's something that you're going to learn from it. So the anxiety, being anxious, the anxiety that comes from making these videos, especially if you're not conversant, especially if hujazoea, so it really requires that ujitie nguvu we mwenyewe, beat imposter syndrome, because it can be beaten, you can actually do it, but by getting over your anxiety. So don't think about what people will say. Just do it. If it's something that you want to do, just do it. Don't overthink. By the way, overthinking inakufanya unajisecond guess, and the moment unajisecond guess, procrastination inaingia hapo katikati. Is it procrastination or procrastination? Mutanisaidia hapo, but that word procrastination, yes, inaingia hapo katikati, and you find that mtu anafanya nini? Mtu anaanza kufikiria of what other people are going to say about the things that anafanya, but that should not be your drive. Your drive should be the goal that you want to achieve at the end of whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to achieve. That should be the goal that you want to achieve should be your drive. Sawa. Yes. So please don't be anxious, just don't overthink, just do it. Doubting your abilities, asking yourself many questions like if you are deserving. You see, whatever I was talking about, if you are deserving, don't overthink, just go for it. You see, run with it. Sawa. Now, on the other bit that I have told you that we will discuss is, how does it feel like? How does imposter syndrome feel like? So this is how imposter syndrome feels like. The fear of failure. The fear of failure. That is one of the symptoms of how you can identify, or how you can know that you have imposter syndrome. The fear of failure. This fear of failure can bring about plenty of emotional distress. Feeling anxious and depressed. This already brings about self-doubt. You see, it diminishes self-confidence and brings worries around how other people perceives you. So it's really important that we do away with the fear of failure. You see, overthinking. You are there overthinking of what other people will tell you, of what other people will say about whatever you are doing. It is your passion. Do it. Do it. If it's your passion, just go for it. Don't even overthink it. So the fear of failure really brings people down by inflicting emotional distress, inflicting self-doubt, inflicting anxiousness, depression. And these are the things that we need to do away with. So for me, I have really been suffering from these things. Self-doubt. What are other people going to think about me? If I come out here, say that I'm a YouTuber, what are people going to talk about? What are people going to say about my videos? But that should not put me down, because as you can see, I'm just starting. Mima Raha is such a new channel. I have not been that consistent. That's why I have decided to talk about imposter syndrome. Beat this challenge, beat this disease, if I can call it a disease, that is actually dragging me down into being consistent, because we tend to think about what other people will say about us. But Mima Raha is a channel that I have really inspired to have. I have really wished for, and here it is. The only thing that is beating me into bringing Mima Raha, this big brand that I want to build, is the fact that I'm not consistent enough. So how do I grow my channel? By being consistent, by being determined, by being intentional. You do the videos and push the videos as much as I need to. So I don't even need to think about what other people will say. I just need to be self-motivated. I don't have to have self-doubt. So guys, today, remember the things that we've talked about. We've talked about imposter syndrome, what it is, the self-doubt. Don't forget, and please always be cautious, because imposter syndrome is something that when it catches up with you, it can really drag you down before you notice that you're actually suffering from it. So be watchful and be cautious, so that you don't suffer imposter syndrome. And we've also discussed about how it feels like to have imposter syndrome. So now things like fear of failure. That's the biggest thing, the fear of failure. Things like self-doubt. These are the things. The moment you start suffering from self-doubt, the moment you start feeling you're anxious, you're depressed, these are the things that will make you be aware of imposter syndrome. You'll actually notice that you're actually suffering from imposter syndrome. So be watchful, guys, and keep supporting Mima Raha by watching the videos that I'll be posting for you guys, and don't forget to subscribe. And please, we are going to be continuing with this series of imposter syndrome, because there's still a lot that I want you to learn on the next video. So be watchful and be what's the word? Be like, stay tuned for another video, because I'm going to be bringing you another video of imposter syndrome, where we're going to be discussing about the triggers of imposter syndrome and how to fix or control imposter syndrome. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, so that other people can also get to learn about imposter syndrome. They can also get to be self-aware when imposter syndrome tries to catch up with them. Sawa. So guys, keep it locked at Mima Raha. Support your girl. Mima Raha. Subscribe. Thank you. Mwah. Bye.